Welcome to New Navaaa. Our chosen city is located at Prayer Crater on the moon.
We would like to say thank you for allowing us to be here. You might be thinking, how is it possible to live on the moon? Well, we'll show you how.
Our chosen location features a circular crater with an outward bulge along the northeast rim and several small craterlets marked along the crater floor.
The crater floor is relatively flat and it has very little plant life, but it can still grow plants, crops, and other resources because of the surrounding sunlight.
We have designed our city on the moon to be futuristic and safe. It will be free of violence, discrimination, and general hate. Our future city will provide comfortable places for people to sleep, eat, relax, and exercise.
All outside activity will be monitored 24/7. When entering any building, you must do a facial scan, and once recognized, your background information will be pulled up. If your background is clean, you may enter. If it has any recent suspicious activity, he/she will be reported and taken to the police department for questioning.
Exercise will be a priority for our bodies to maintain at a healthy level in space. The activity areas will include movie showings, Moontastic Jump, a trampoline park, and parks, playgrounds, board game nights, etc., all of which are demonstrated in the commercial zones.
The residential zone is where our family units are located. Our residents live there. The buildings are run by solar power energy. In the center of the residential zone is a rotating camera that monitors all outside activity to ensure safety within our city, as mentioned before.
Infrastructure is any part of our city that helps it function. We will have roads in our city, an area where we will grow plants as a resource for oxygen and food. We are also going to have solar panels at the rim of the crater where all the sun is to power the city. Roads that will be all over the city and plants that will be in a department. Only certain people will be able to get into it, so everything is safe. We also have a department where we will bring in the food resources for the people.
The industrial zone is very important to our city. It is where our manufacturing takes place, as well as storage facilities and hydroplant centers. There will be assembly plants, a water tower where we will collect all the water that is transported at the beginning to our city, as well as all that is produced later in the moon. We will have a data center where we will keep contact with people on Earth, as well as an AC control center where we control all the temperatures in the dome.
The commercial zone is important because it is where people will spend a lot of their day. This area will have grocery stores, gyms, banks, malls, etc. We will have similar departments that run the same as Earth.
Our city will be run by a democratic government organized with officials running different departments. To provide a controlled community, we will enforce necessary laws. City services are important to have a successful running city. Our main city services include a hospital, police department, city halls, schools, and the moon guard bases.
We will also have Navbots. Navbots are futuristic robots that will be located in our family units and in the city service buildings. These Navbots are programmed to assist in answering questions, performing tasks, and alerting of anything new and important. These will be essential to emergencies in alerting and sending out the message, as well as giving direct instructions to what comes next.
Moving equipment, resources, materials, and humans are critical to the success of the lunar colonization mission. We will have two forms of transportation in our city.
The first form of transportation will be rovers. We will use rovers for the movement of storage and food by those who work under the movement facilities to get into Base A. These rovers will have solar panels on the sides to have them powered. They will have a large storage room, like a trailer, to move products to Base A.
The second form of transportation is Navpods. Navpods are almost like little mini rockets. These will provide the daily transportation for all of our residents with special features to help you get to your destination.
To protect our residents from moon hazards, our two bases will be protected by a dome with properties similar to Earth's magnetosphere that will deflect most solar particles to protect them from sun radiation. We will establish a protocol with safety suits that will absorb the energy of high-speed impacts and bulletproof type vests. Our safety protocol would include a place where we could all evacuate for better protection from meteoric crashes. We will have moon lifeguards who monitor all moon activity and send out these alerts and make sure everyone is within their base for their safety.
Water is a valuable resource for both scientific purposes and our residents' survival. Currently, water is found as ice or has been brought by meteorites and asteroids. Micro cold traps will be used to vaporize the cold air in the permanent shadow areas and convert into clean water. This resource will be converted from something that's already on the moon.
Another valuable resource is oxygen. We use it in our everyday lives to breathe. We will have oxygen plant bases. Oxygen can come from plants that we extract and eventually turn into moon dust. Our city has a large supply of oxygen, except it's not in the atmosphere like here on Earth. Lunar regolith is a mixture of loose dust and dirt covering solid rocks and is made up of 40 to 45% of oxygen. To extract oxygen, we will use a method called molten salt electrolysis. The lunar regolith, which is extracted from plants, will be placed in a metal basket with molten calcium chloride and is heated to about 1,745 degrees Fahrenheit. The regolith is still a solid at this point. However, we will then add an electric current that will then extract the oxygen. This also includes a bonus metal alloys.
We invite everyone to New Navaaa, a city that could potentially exist 100 years into the future. Our residents will have an experience never encountered before.
Thrilling new experiences are yet to be discovered. Our city is full of inspiration, has many high features. We are prepared to face any circumstances and will bring about few worries to our residents. Lastly, we will care for each and every one of our residents and help them in any way possible.
I'm Abby.
I'm Andrea.
And I'm Natalie.
We want to encourage people to join us in our new and innovative future city.